Good morning. It is a morning for me. Not for the rest of the country, but for me, it's morning. Who is ready for the last day of this event? I'm gonna go crazy. Oh, I need to get a timer up. I want to time myself, make sure I'm hunting for 12 hours and not just alive for 12. Get this open, put this over here, there we go. Much better. Much better. Yep, today's the 16th. Not updating currently, no. No live split, I just need you to have time on you. There we go. You're about to see, I actually don't know how I look today. We're about to find out together. Ready? Oh, it's not that bad. Facts are stubborn things. That's a great shirt for today, I think. Am I centered well? Yeah, I think so. Alright, Twitch looks stable, YouTube. Instagram looks stable too. Yep, YouTube is live, that's good. Stream health, yep. It looks good. I don't see any skipping or issues, so boom. Here we are. We're back. Now, I don't remember exactly how many encounters we have, like, total. Is this my... Yeah, okay. Go to here. But basically, the 4 numbers on the screen we just need to add up, and we could find out. Okay, let me find my hunts. I'm just gonna download this shiny Slugma image so I can put it on my stream deck. There we go. And we need to name it Leaf Green. There we go. Aim it at myself so I can actually see it. Alright. We're gonna add the timer to the screen. Live split, add source. There it is in the top left corner. What can I do? I can put a segment. Can I add a segment in here? Stream ends. Or end of event, maybe. End of event. Split time. I'll put 12. Wait, oh, idiot. I forgot I can't use the numpad. Okay, what does 1 do? Alright, -2 to Slugma. What does 2 do? It does Tepig. -2 to Tepig. Okay. 12 hours. That's seconds, minutes, hours, yeah. Yeah, end of event is at 12 hours. Alright. Okay. It got really long. Edit layout. Okay. Just show... Don't show the title. Don't show previous segment. And then set size. Hang on. How do I make it shorter? Layout settings. Splits. Total splits. Oh, just show one. There we go. Boom. Perfect. Okay. See? That didn't take too long. I was able to figure it out. Hey, Hope. How's it going? How many games am I playing at once? 4. We got 4 today. Like, actually, I think I've had 4 every day of the event. So you see the one at the top, one in the middle, then 2 at the bottom, 1 at the left, 1 at the right. And we're hunting mostly fire types. I didn't realize. Actually, they're all fire types. No. Clink is not a fire type. Clink is the only one that's not a fire type. Without further ado, let's go. Let's get going. I almost just clicked the end stream button, I'm not gonna lie. Holy crap, am I out of practice. Okay, live split, we're gonna move it down underneath. Let's see. We're gonna move it under... Shiny decks? Right above shiny decks? That's probably fine. So it's not in the way of that QR code. We'll put it above my head, maybe? Or right under here? Let's see, this one... Hang on 1 second. Alright. I don't know where the best place for this to go is, to be honest. Right over chat. Yeah, that's a great idea, actually. Make this a little bigger. Perfect. And over here, we're gonna do the same thing. Put it right over chat. Just over there. Oh, hey! Glory, thank you. Aw, I haven't seen that happen yet. Look at that little cute Bulbasaur donation. Thank you, Glory. Every bit helps. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate it. I don't know which one you're watching on, if any. But if you can hear me and see me, then thank you. Okay, I'm actually gonna start the timer now. Dang. Gloria, I think with that you just put us, like, over halfway to my next milestone. I can't make it the size I want, please. Oh, no. Is it control? I think it's control. There we go. Alright, there we go. That's the size I want. Let's start. I'm gonna start the timer. And we're gonna start shiny hunting. Here we go. Oh man. I don't know how I forgot, but I did forget we're doing a Coliseum battle. Or a Coliseum shiny. Oh wait, this DS needs to be plugged in. It didn't really need to be plugged in the last time, so this checks out. There we go. It won't die now. Where's the event list? I thought an event list popped up whenever we had a donation. Oh, it does on mobile. Oh yeah, it does. Oh, it's white. I'm like not looking for the color white at all. Sweet. Oh, thanks, Glory. I just realized Glory got a two. Glory got two rewards. Mount 4. Good afternoon. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We just started. You're right at the beginning. I haven't even done a single encounter yet today. Not a single encounter, and it's been almost 2 minutes. And we got a donation. We're so ready to crush that goal, guys. We're so ready to crush that goal. Any little bit not only helps me get to my goal of 500, which, honestly, frankly, that might have been a little high. It might have been a little ambitious, especially for being only able to stream 3 of the 7 days for this event. I think that was a little ambitious for me. However, I will say every little bit puts the overall goal that we have as a team of getting to 8,192, which is full odds. It puts us closer and closer to that goal as well. And there's our first encounter. It was Tepig and it wasn't shiny. There we go. How close are we to that goal? That's a great question. You know what? It should honestly show that on screen. And I don't know why I didn't do that before. Let me see if I can put it on screen. Real quick. Just checking real quick. So we have the my milestones down here. Is this the classic? Yeah, that's the classic overlay. Time, blah blah blah, progress bar, interpret. No, that doesn't let you change it. I'm gonna have to add a new one. Okay. What if we add one, and it shows, it shows custom progress bar. Oh. Team campaign. There we go. There we go. I want to show that. Oh, but it doesn't show, man, it doesn't show the, what the heck is that? It doesn't show the fact that it's, like the number. So I'm gonna delete that one. I'm already distracted. I'm already not shiny hunting already. Here, I know I need to hit A here to progress the... I don't even see it, but I know I just progressed, Coliseum. Let me show... I guess I'll just do regular progress bar, like the one that I have for my goal, and we'll change that one to show it for the team campaign. There it is. And we'll put this as, I guess we'll leave it as blue, is fine. The question is where to put it. I'll put it, how does my layout look? It's such a busy layout. It's, it's gonna cover something, probably. We'll put it right underneath the event list where Glory is. Which is here? Question mark? I think. Actually, something else is there, but I don't know what it is. Oh, it's the thing that pops up. Right. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, we'll put it there. And then you can see it, and I can make it a little bit bigger. Come here. There we go. You can see how close we are. Let me save those changes. I need to refresh it here. Boom. There you go. It's right above my head now. Actually, I want to make it a little longer so it matches with how long it is. No, I think it's fine. I just need to move up a little tiny bit. There. Boom. Progress bar for the team campaign. And I guess I'll put this... I can put this here. Yeah, no, I'll put it here. Or I'll put it... Yeah, I'll put it here. Boom. Save. Okay. Alright. There we go. Refresh that one more time. And then... I gotta do the same thing with this one. There we go. I don't know why that's showing on top, but that's nitpicking, that's fine. Hello, welcome. I'm live right now. Can you believe it? And I'll be live all day. Okay, let's start making progress on this Houndoom hunt. It's been 8 minutes and I've just had horrible efficiency the whole time because I keep getting distracted. By myself. By things I should have done before going live. There we go. Oh yeah. It's 10, almost 10:40 it looks like, so it's still morning time for me. Still morning time for me, although I know it's not for the rest of the country. I'll get up early for charity. Oh, I have to blow the flute again, don't I? Blow the white flute. Okay. We also might still have a rappel on. No, we didn't? That was great. That took forever. What? Wow. That was surprisingly forever. I took yesterday off, so this is gonna be a relearning my whole layout here and the games to keep everything efficient. I think it's like riding a bike though. It's like muscle memory. It's not gonna take that long. There we go. So that should be done. Keep mashing A over here. I gotta keep reminding my left hand to keep mashing A no matter what. Because it forgets. It likes to forget and then just sit there and do nothing. And then I'm like, excuse me, you have one job. What are you doing? Okay. Done with the first fight. That didn't take that long. I don't know what song this is from or what this song is from, but it's a good song. Why is it taking so long to get an encounter? Oh, I did have a rappel on. Okay, well, maybe I should save the game now, so if I ever have to reset it, I don't have to rappel. Or I don't have to have a rappel at the beginning. That's not a shiny pig. Alright, reminder for myself to save the game after I run away from the slugma. Okay. Save. Yes. There we go. Nice. Miss you. I miss you too. Uh-oh, I almost used Psychic. How's everybody's morning going? Or afternoon if you're not in Mountain or Pacific time. It would be afternoon right now. Anyone have any plans for this Monday that hopefully most people have off? I had it off of work already, which was nice. It worked out perfectly because I tried to request today off of work anyway, and it was like I went to submit it and it was like, you are requesting 0 hours off. I'm like, excuse me? Did I do something wrong? And then it doesn't tell you it's a holiday. So I'm like, maybe there's something wrong. And then I looked and I was like, wait, do we have Monday off anyway already? And the answer was yes. I was happy to find that out. It's like it's like the workplace equivalent of finding $20 in your pocket from the laundry, you know? It's like, wow, I found PTO that I didn't know I had. That's great. Good afternoon. So that tells me, Mount Flower, that you're in oh my gosh, Espion's gone already? You're in either Central or Eastern time. My left hand again forgot to keep hitting A. You wouldn't think it's that hard. Apparently it is. Thank you so much. Look at that. Look at that happy Bulbasaur. Thank you for your donation. I really appreciate it. And so does everybody who's going to benefit from it. So do our nation's immigrants. The people that are under attack right now. Thank you so much. Central, you called off work, got a rebound flu going on. They happy and they tried to call you 2 times already? Hey, bro. You're off. You're off. They need to understand that. That's something that, you know, the workplace culture in America really has a really toxic part still left over, is our work till you die culture. No work-life balance. We like to talk about work-life balance to make people feel like we acknowledge work-life balance. So yeah, we should have a good, but it's more like, you know, saying that you should, you know, go to the dentist and then you don't. It's like that. It makes you feel better to say that you should, but then you don't. So you don't actually, your teeth don't actually get better. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Well, I'm glad you have so far been ignoring them. That's good. Don't give in. If you can. I used to be in Central Time. I actually moved from Texas to Washington State. So I'm still adjusting, still getting used to Pacific Time, and that the fact that everybody that I know and have met in Texas, all my friends and family and stuff, they're all 2 hours behind or in front of me. Alright, here's our first Houndoom check of the day. Let's see how it goes. I mean, it's probably going to be not shiny, but I'm always excited when I get to check Houndoom, because it's like, you only get to check them once every 10 minutes. Oh, speaking of which, while people are here and watching, love you, Hope. Thank you. Again, thank you so much for the donation. That's very, very impactful and helpful. I'm running a giveaway. I'm going to run a giveaway that you can enter on YouTube or Twitch. I don't think you can do both, so don't try. But it's just going to be for a shiny Pokemon from one of the Switch titles that I have. I'll let you pick with some restrictions if there are any event shinies or shinies that you can only get one of. Those are excluded. But any other shinies that I have, I will give away. And I'm going to run that giveaway every hour for today's stream. And we're adding 3 to Coliseum because we got to check it. Your family has no concept of time zones. Oh, you're still 10 years ago and you're still getting calls at 3 a.m. They're like, you work on our time. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna start that giveaway now. So if you win, I will pull out my Switch and show you what shinies I have. And I mean, if you just, it'd probably be easiest if you named a Pokemon and I could see if I have a shiny of it, and then I could tell you yes or no. But I'll try to show my webcam because I'm not gonna switch my HDMI inputs. But yeah, let me start that giveaway. I'm starting it now. Let's see. Oh yeah, the command you need to enter. You see it in that text box chat. It's exclamation point AIC rules. And like I said, it'll be open for an hour. So if you're the only one that joins it, then you pretty much win automatically, and you could get up to 12 shiny Pokemon for free. Oh, sorry, the other restriction of shinies that I'm giving away, I won't give away any hacked or fake shiny Pokemon, because I have actually quite a bit of those. Back in the Sword and Shield era, that was a really big problem, was hacked shinies. People on the Wonder Trade, or Surprise Trade, they were sending out a whole bunch of just generated shiny Pokemon, and I am not going to give one of those away, because I feel like that's not fair to you. If you try to transfer them to Pokemon Home, you can get in trouble with Pokemon Home. I don't know if they've banned anyone's accounts for that, for transferring fake shinies up to Pokemon Home. They might just prevent you from transferring it. Just in general, I don't know if it like marks your account as like, oh, you've been dabbling in the dark arts of Pokemon generation and hacking, and we don't like that, so you're banned. I don't think they would do that, because that's not really fair. Because like I said, in Sword and Shield especially, they're sending out all these fake and generated shinies. So you could, like, a kid could just be an unknowing recipient of that and not know it's fake, and then try and transfer it up, and then they get banned. That doesn't seem right. So anyway, I will not be giving out any fake shinies. Only legit ones I've caught myself, or legit ones that I've determined to be legit by, you know, checking the stats and checking the everything else, the name, the OT, all that stuff. If it's at least a little bit sus, I've put it in its own Fakemon folder, so we will know before the trade goes through. Hey, Jesticles, thank you for the follow. Can't believe I finally get to say that name out loud in, on the internet. Love it. So yeah, there on YouTube and Twitch is a thing going on for a giveaway going on for shiny Pokemon on the Switch. If you only have one of the Switch games in your, then we'll just make sure to pick one from that game. I have them all, and I have shinies in all of them, so no worries. I've been neglecting Pokemon Black over here. Sorry, Pokemon Black. There we go. First fight done. That didn't take too long. Dude, did you see Ferroseed spinning down there? I love how he spins. Oh, I guess, so the last stream, I was talking with a chatter on, like, what their favorite Pokemon Black and White, or Black 2 and White 2, like, animated 2D sprite is. And they were like, oh, I completed the National Pokedex in Pokemon White 2. Let me just go through every single one of them so I can objectively choose which one I like the most. And they didn't finish that until after the stream was over, so let me share the results with you. Definitely not for nostalgia, because it was their first starter. They chose, Emboar. Because of the attention to detail, and the neck flames, and how gorgeous the neck flames are, and like the how he's punching his own like hand or punching his fists together because he's gonna fight you. So that was the choice. But the honorable mentions go to Unknown X, I think. They said Unknown X. I was like, I know every Unknown in that game does have its own animation. They didn't just copy and paste, which is very, very cool attention to detail. But I don't know what made X so special. I should probably look it up at some point. Unknown X, and what was the other one? I'm going to look at it in a second. We're going to find out. But I said my favorite was Ferroseed because it spins so fast. Oh, Kling Clang was actually really cool, apparently, because it's asymmetrical and everything had to be redrawn for every frame. So that's cool. Kling Clang is a cool one. Let me look at the response. Oh, I think it was probably on Signal. Oh, Keldeo, apparently. Honorable mentions go to Keldeo and Unknown X. So there you go. Those are objectively just the best. Apparently the best sprites in Generation 5, where they animated each body part of the sprite so that it looked like it was moving things independently, which is really cool. I haven't gotten to see them all yet. I've been wowed by a couple of them. Like Electros is like a really good one too, because not only does he like stomp and jump from foot to foot, but he also like moves his arms and he like the electric parts of his body light up, which is a really cool effect. Hey, there you are. I haven't seen that username in so long. Bunny Ninja. Love it. It brings back memories. I think I was with you when we were like children, when you came up with that username for like Webkins or something. Wild. Ancient memory unlocked. All right. So yeah, you're in the giveaway for a shiny Pokemon. Do you have a Pokemon game on the Switch? Or does Jess? I guess I could give it to Jess too. Just any Pokemon game. I guess if you win, you could choose somebody else to give it to if you can't receive it. Alright, not too bad of a second fight. It can definitely be sped up if I had better Pokemon to fight that with, but oh well. I don't. Is what it is. Oh my gosh, we're right before... I just realized we are almost, because of you guys, at my next milestone. $7 away from my $100 milestone of, what is my $100 milestone? I should know these things. It is... Oh, I'm giving away the trench coat outfit for Legend ZA. I only have one of those, but it's, the trench coat. I'll give it away at the end of stream and, like, let everybody enter during the entire stream. I think that's fair. But if we hit that milestone and you have Legend ZA, they were giving away, I'll show it to you right here. They were giving away a trench coat item as a pre-order bonus for GameStop. I never used mine. You can see it says, well, you can't really see that, but it says peel here. I never peeled it off. I never used it. And it expires at the end of March, so it's still good. And I figured that was a good thing to give away, especially since that's the hot new Pokemon game right now. Until Pokopia comes out later this month. Time to catch and check this Houndoom. Let's see. Did that actually work? Did that... Yeah, that changed the position. Okay. Oh, yeah. There's no shiny Tepig there. Boom. Oh yeah, I love the fact that we get to see like the full right above my head, right at the beginning of the stream I just put a the team goal. So to the left of me here is my personal goal, my personal what I hope to accomplish for the... Okay, no reset. For the what am I trying to say? The fundraiser? Nice. Just got an entry. Just got an entry to the giveaway. Awesome. And then above my head, I just put the team goal. So I'm working with a team of streamers who are all trying to raise money toward the same goal. And you can see the total amount raised is just under $5,800. And the goal is 8,192 because those are the odds, the shiny odds in the classic games from Pokemon Generation 1. I think it's Generation 1. All the way to Generation... Who is calling me? Oh, give me 1 second. I think this is for my dentist appointment tomorrow. That was exactly what it was for. They sent me some forms and stuff I gotta fill out, so I already knew. She answered, and I was like, yeah, I got some forms to fill out, I know. I'm a procrastinator, what can I say? MT is entered into the giveaway, nice. We got 3 people in there. Let's see. I don't know why I had to look so hard at that Pharaoh seed to tell it wasn't shiny, but I did. What the heck kind of song is this? Oh, we're about to get a pig. We're about to get a pig check. Yeah, it's a regular pig. Don't mind me. Just going under my desk real quick. Alright. The rare occasion where the first 2 Pokemon that are sent out are not the shadows up there, so we just attack. How's everyone doing today? Having a good President's Day? So, MT, that means you had to request today off, right? So normally your work doesn't give you President's Day off. I'm sorry to hear that. I guess I'm lucky with my job. I think they give off days where the stock market is closed is how they do it. So I guess that's pretty often, which is nice. The stockbrokers are like, please, we need more days off. Oh, great, we got burned. Oh, great. That doesn't happen every run. So that's unique. I think we'll be okay. You know what took me the longest? Like, longer than I'm kind of willing to admit. It took me the longest to learn that I just didn't know. I just didn't know this for the longest time, and I was playing Pokemon for, I don't know, years at the point where I learned this. Apparently, not only does burn hurt your Pokemon every turn, like once every turn, but it also reduces that Pokemon's attack by like half. It reduces the damage they do by like half. I had no idea about that secondary effect. It doesn't tell you in the game when you're burned. It doesn't tell you at all. Paralyze also slows you down. That also took a long time for me to learn too. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I definitely noticed it, like, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together and realized, oh, I'm going second, but only after I got paralyzed. So therefore, it must be the paralysis slows you down. Yeah, I didn't, it just took me a long time to realize that, because nowhere in the game does it tell you this. It doesn't tell you it anywhere. You just get paralyzed, and then you're like, oh, okay, sometimes my Pokemon doesn't move for that turn because of, you know, paralysis. But it also makes you go last or slower. Like when games have hidden mechanics, exactly. Hey, Phantom! Good to see you. As of this year, no federal holidays off? That's crazy. That's crazy. What kind of sweatshop do you work for? Honestly, though, a lot of U.S. companies are like that. A lot of U.S. businesses are like that. They give, like, the least amount of holiday off. Like, I used to have to save up my PTO at my last job so I could use it all at the end of the year, because I lived in Austin, but my family lived elsewhere, and I always wanted to go visit them for the holidays. And in order for me to do that, since we got 2 days off for Christmas, and that was it, and then maybe like New Year's off, I could combine those 3 days with my PTO, because those 3 days just covered travel for me, basically. But then those, I'd use all my PTO to get like that week and like maybe a week and a half off so I could travel and spend a week with them. That would encapsulate Christmas and New Year's, and then I would come back after New Year's, after saving up PTO for the whole year. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. Jobs want you working every day and then shame you for taking time off. I know. The work till you die culture is horrible in this country. It's so bad. I don't know why, like, it's even allowed, honestly. Hey, MT, since you're from the UK, maybe you can confirm this, but I've heard tell that in the UK, if you don't take time off, your, like, supervisors or managers or whatever, they'll get mad at you. They'll get concerned with you. They're like, hey, are you doing okay? Hey, you haven't taken time off. You need to take time off. You need to leave. You need to stop working so much. Like, apparently their culture is kind of exactly the opposite, where they force you to have good work-life balance. Is that true? Or is that just like a fairy tale made up to make us feel worse over here in America? I feel like it's true. I hope it's true. Or even sitting people have this aggression with people sitting. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. IVs and EVs, I know. This is why I truly believe that, like, Pokemon is for adults. It's for grown-ups. Children, get out of the hobby. You can't comprehend hidden stats. Actually, these days you can. These days you can just look, and it'll just tell you, which is nice. But for the first, like, 7 generations of Pokemon, the first, like, 20 years of Pokemon, they were actually straight up hidden. And you could find an online calculator to figure it out, but outside of that, there was no way to tell in-game. Only wants you to leave if you take too much overtime. Yes, exactly. Overtime is really the only thing that kind of protects us here in America. If we didn't have any, like, such stringent overtime laws, God, I don't want to even imagine what our capitalist hellscape would look like. It would look, like, even worse. Like, there's different, like, circles of hell, right? We're definitely somewhere in, like, 5-6 range. We'd probably be in 6-7 range if we didn't have overtime laws. Oh my gosh, Miltank got taken out. Jeez. This usually doesn't happen. You gotta balance your time off and not sitting. OT and not sitting. Man, I feel like it really, the not sitting part really depends on the job you're doing. If you're, they only really care about that basically if you're working any sort of sales or like retail, you know? Sales, retail, Amazon warehouse, you know, whatever. Stuff that where you have to be up on your feet to work. If you're working like an office job or tech support or something, then that job is all about sitting. But yeah, I definitely heard the not sitting part when I was working retail at Old Navy. I worked at Old Navy, Gap, and Banana Republic, which are all the same company. Did you know that? And we like to pretend we don't have monopolies. Let cashiers sit, right? I had to stand the whole time being a cashier. It was horrible. One of the big things you miss from UK is your 5 weeks of PTO. Yeah. So MT, would they get mad at you if you didn't take it too? Like, if you went, like, a couple months without taking time off, would they be like, hey, you need to take time off. You need to leave. You need to stop working so much. Because that's what I've been told they do in the UK. I don't know if it's true though. Trying to confirm. Didn't know that. You watch the show, they basically buy cheap clothes and just slap a label on it, like if they made it. Yeah, pretty much everything's white label. Yeah, from the distributors. It's horrible. Plus the whole fast fashion thing. Don't even get me started on the fast fashion thing. But ultimately, that's what it comes to with, you know, without regulation in a capitalist society, it's like, yeah, they're just gonna do what makes them the most money. That's always gonna be #1 priority. You're not gonna have companies that just elect to do the right thing at their own expense when nobody else is being held to the same requirement. They're gonna do what they can to get ahead, which is polluting and wasting things and exploitative labor and cutting corners and safety hazards, all of that. All of that is part of a capitalist hellscape, of an unregulated capitalist society. And I don't understand the people that think that it would just regulate itself. It would just be fine. No, prices might regulate themselves, naturally. I mean, because of course they would. But working conditions and environmental impacts and human rights and all of that stuff will not just regulate itself into place in a unregulated capitalist system. Not at all. And the people that think so are delusional. At your job, no, you worked a small retail store. Oh, okay. Oops, I just counted the wrong game. That's fine. Did you work full-time, or did you, like, 40 hours a week, or did you work less than that? Was it more like a part-time gig while you went to school? I seen that when I worked at Wall of the Mart. It got bad. Yeah. Yeah. That's not a shiny pig. It's true. Hey, so Phantom, so since you're here, and anyone else, actually, I see there might be some lurkers. Anybody else that's here, who this is your first time popping in this week, let me do a little spiel for you, okay? It's not going to take too long, and it's for a good cause. So basically, what we're doing is, I'm part of a team, and today's the last day. So this is a fundraiser, a shiny hunting fundraiser that was put together by the marvelous Flydia Blumenthal on Twitch, and so she put this together and organized it, mostly out of, I mean, I'm not gonna postulate her reasons. I can guess, and I would say the reason that I immediately joined it was, well, I've participated in shiny hunting events before on stream, and so I like them. They're fun. Oops, sorry about that. But additionally, mostly because we've been seeing a lot of shitty things in the news lately. We've been seeing, especially in America, we've been seeing people treated like criminals who aren't. We've been seeing, you know, atrocities, people getting killed every day there for like a little while. It seemed like every day there was somebody new that ICE had killed, you know, and people are being abducted just because they don't have their papers on them at that moment in time, like multiple forms of identification, which is not a requirement, by the way. That's not a law. You need a driver's license to drive a car, but you don't need to always be carrying around your papers. That's not something that is reasonable that the government expects us to do. But they're enforcing it like it is. Anyway, we've been seeing all this horrible stuff in the news, and and we've been thinking, like, maybe we should go out and protest. Maybe we should go out, you know, and join some protests that have been happening. And a lot of people did that, and that's fantastic. But there are people there. We've been seeing also things about protesting being super dangerous, right? We've been seeing things about, like, protesters being attacked. Some of the people that were shot and killed by ICE were during protests. They were during peaceful protests when they were doing nothing wrong. And so, you know, people with families that they need to support, they just don't feel safe going out and protesting. They don't feel like they can because other people rely on them. They rely on them, you know, because they have kids or whatever. There's a lot of reasons why, you know, going out and protesting is so dangerous right now. So, how else can we help? Well, donating. Giving to a cause that directly fights back against ICE. And that is what this event is about. From the safety of our own homes, we can put forth donations and we can put forth, you know, spread the word, which is a huge help as well. If you're not in a position to donate, which is totally understandable, take care of yourself first. But if you can or want to give, my donation link is pinned on Twitch, on YouTube. It pops up every couple of minutes in the chat. And the cause that this is supporting is the American Immigration Council. They are a nonprofit organization that works with businesses, with lawmakers, with the public at large, with the press, and directly to immigrants that have been taken and put into ICE detention units, and that have been, you know, taken from their houses, that have been, you know, are in the process of or trying to be deported against their will, even if it's a wrongful deportation, which has been happening. They provide pro bono legal services to immigrants to help them afford fighting this in court, to help them, you know, get their visas or whatever they need to stay in the country, or renew it, or, you know, I'm sure you've heard about a bunch of funky stuff happening with the United States and people with passports. People that have passports all of a sudden are finding out that their passports have been revoked without their knowledge. And so it's stuff like that. I'm sure stuff like that's also happening with visas as well. I actually don't know what I just did there for no reason. Hopefully this return kills. So anyway, they provide direct legal services to immigrants. It didn't kill. Oh my gosh, he lived on 1 HP. This is my fault. I'm sorry, Espeon. Espeon's gonna faint. That's fine. Anyway, American Immigration Council. The things that they do for businesses and the press and stuff is spread the news. They inform. They give. They're trying to slowly and surely change the public perception, or move the public perception of our immigrants that we should be proud of, because we're technically all immigrants within the last 200 years. Like, it really hasn't been that long that we came here illegally and took the land. So, you know, we're kind of being very hypocritical with all of this, in my opinion. So yeah, they help out the people that need the help the most right now. And everything that you give goes, you know, to the donation, goes to them. So you'll see that I have some donation incentives. I have some rewards you can get for donating. If you select those rewards, you can see right above my head, it's this guy Zero donated and redeemed those rewards right above. And all of that $16 that It's This Guy Zero donated went straight to the American Immigration Council. Doesn't touch me, doesn't touch anything in between. Those rewards are going to be mailed to him for free. Everything is already paid for. So basically how it works is all of your money, the rewards are just incentives. You're not purchasing a product. So none of the amount that you donate when you select a reward goes to shipping costs or goes to paying for the reward. Nothing like that. It all goes to charity still. The same way as if you donated without selecting a reward. And the shipping costs and the material costs of like whatever the product is or whatever the thing, the reward is, the physical reward, that all is donated from me, or that's donated from a local, like in this case, the 20 card pack, like that comes from my personal collection of cards, so that'll be donated from me. But I have some rewards on there listed for some really cool items that I got some local craftspeople and local artists to donate to the cause. So you'll see there's a really cool, like on screen every few minutes, it pops up. No shinies that round. Reset. It'll pop up on the screen. On the edges of the screen, you'll see like some pictures of the rewards. And it's like, there's like a really cool shirt that a local artist painted by hand with bleach. And it's really high detail and looks really, really cool. It's a Luffy on the front profile, and on the back it has the quote, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere," which is kind of perfect for like theming for this event, honestly. And then there's some crafts. So there's a local craft business here in Washington State, and they don't sell online. So this is the only way that you could technically get one of these shipped to you right now, is through this event, through this reward. But there's some like they have some like Nintendo Switch keychains. Sorry, not Nintendo branded Switch, just Switch keychains. You know what I mean. Please don't sue us. We're actually not selling them, so I don't think they can. I don't think they can unless we would be making money off of them. So never mind. They're Nintendo branded Nintendo Switch keychains. Fuck you, Nintendo. Also, there's like a Game Boy Color bag. Actually, I can show that off. Look at this. Okay, I actually use this a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I know people say this all the time. What is it saying? Unmute your microphone. Okay, it is unmuted. Thank you. Let's go to the webcam full screen. Look at this shit. Boom. Look how big it is, okay? So, it even has the speaker grill down here, right? It's a Game Boy Color bag. This is like, you can see it's multicolored, like sort of reflective. And it's lined on the inside. It's really high quality. It's not gonna, so it'll come with a strap, okay? Mine, let me explain. Mine doesn't have a strap because what I've been doing is I like to clip these clips onto my belt loops on my hip, on the jeans that I wear, and walk around with it like that, just dangling from my hip. It's so awesome. But they'll come with straps, and then in here, like, you can keep whatever. What I keep is, since I play Pokemon Go, or I used to a lot, I have my power bank, my battery power bank, and then I have a charging cable. So this is available. 2 of these are available, actually. This size, which is the large one, and then there's a medium one, which is just a few centimeters on each side, a little smaller. But yeah, that's really cool. Here, this is the Nintendo Switch keychain. It comes with the like clip too, but you can just take it off, and it has a button snap, so you can just snap it onto whatever you want. And then this is a Digivice keychain. I don't know if you know what this is, but if you are a fan of Digimon, then you do know what this is. This is the Gen 1 Digivice, because I learned 2 days ago, that they changed the design of the Digivice every season, and there's like 15 seasons. So this is the first one, and it's a plush. So yeah, I showed a couple of them off. OG, yeah, seriously. So, you know, the rewards are a great thing if you want to donate. Like, kill two birds with one stone. You can donate and get a reward, and then you can also receive the reward and give it as a gift. So you're also, like, kind of gift buying as well. Or, I mean, keep it for yourself, you know. No one's going to judge you. No one's going to judge you. All your friends hate fast fashion, yeah. 40-hour plus a week. Sorry, now I'm just now done. So I'm looking over to the to catch up now. Thank y'all for sitting through the spiel. That was a little long-winded because I was just going off the top of my head. Plus school, which I flunked possibly due to how much I was working. Yeah, no kidding, dude. MT, I'm sorry to hear that. You I would expect better of the UK. They should have told you to take a break. Not affiliated Switch keychains, yeah. They're not from the Nintendo store, if that is what we want to specify. Hypocrisy has always tainted the state, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of things, a lot of way things are set up in our society that kind of add up to this. One of the biggest perpetrators and horrible parts that have, you know, not been on our side and have been getting us to just kind of fight each other and not pay attention to things that would actually help and improve our lives and teaming up against the government is the news media. The news media being a for-profit system is bad. It's really bad. It is just their only number one top goal priority is to just get clicks, get views, whatever sells in terms of eyeballs on the screen, in terms of news. And that is not always in line with the best, you know, our best interest, believe it or not. So that's unfortunate. As green card holder, I am required to always have it with you. It could also be revoked if I partake in a peaceful protest. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. How have we gotten to a point where we've decided, you know what, if you're here under a green card or whatever, you're not allowed to protest. Excuse me? Why? You're living in this country just as much as we are, and guess what? A green card a lot of times is a pathway to citizenship for some people. People that decide to stay here. You already can't vote with a green card. You already can't literally elect officials and have a voice in that way. So why can't you have a voice in this country you're going to potentially live in before then? Just by joining a protest. That's ridiculous. Additionally, having it on you at all times as a green card holder, I didn't know that. Thank you for informing me of that. That's good knowledge for me to have. But I will say, as a U.S. citizen, unless you're, like, going through airport security or you're driving a vehicle or something that requires you to show, hey, I am allowed to do this, basically, you as a U.S. citizen are not required to always hold on to your ID at all times, you know? You just need to have it so that, like, you could leave it at home. People leave their IDs at home. People leave their driver's licenses at home all the time. I know they're not supposed to do that, but well, if they're going out to drive, they're not supposed to do that. But if you're going somewhere where you don't need to show your ID, like you're going to, I don't know, a restaurant with friends or a movie theater and or whatever, you don't need to have your ID. If you're not driving, you don't need to have it. It's not a law, as far as I'm aware. Maybe it is in certain states. That could be. But it's definitely not a federal law. And so I think ICE has just been taking advantage of that. That's how so many American citizens have been detained. That's part of how. They get detained by ICE and they get taken, you know, to the detention center, and they're American citizens, and we're like, how is this happening? It's because when someone doesn't have their ID on them, ICE is just assuming, oh, well, you're here illegally then. Because all citizens will just have their IDs on them at all times, of course. Not to mention that if you've just moved somewhere, or if you have, like, gone, I don't know, if your ID expires and you have a certain amount of time to, like, get a new one, like, there are legitimate circumstances in this country where you don't have any documentation to show. There's legitimate circumstances where, like, you're in between states. Like, if you move to another state, like I did 2 years ago, then you have a certain amount of time after moving to get an ID from that state. And if my ID had expired from Texas, I wouldn't have that either. That wouldn't be a valid document either. So I'd have to move, and it could be within those couple days period where I don't have an ID, legitimately. But that doesn't make me not a citizen. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all messed up right now. I'm hoping for, you know, I'm not hoping anymore. I'm out here trying to raise funds, trying to make a difference. Because I don't trust that it'll just get better. Not anymore. Not without us doing something about it. We're approaching that 1,000 encounters number for Pokemon Black here. And the 500 number for Slugma, which we've only been hunting Slugma for like an hour or two. I started it last stream. And like at the end of the last stream. And we've already done over 300 encounters. It's wild. Here's another pig check. Pig check. There we go. Right, today they're trying to pass a bill or something to require ID to vote, but making it harder to get ID. Certain libraries were told to stop processing password applications. Yeah, it really is. There's a lot of that going around right now because the people in power right now are afraid of losing it and are afraid of a big backlash in the midterms, which is at the end of this year. So they've already redrawn districts, which they are not supposed to do until, like, before the presidential election. But, like, they've... So, for example, they redrew the districts last year. Not last year. Almost a little more than a year ago. Right before the presidential election. They redrew districts. Voting districts. And then they're supposed to wait 4 years before they do it again. And instead, for the first time... I mean, this is old news at this point, but... like last year, they were like, let's redraw our voting districts in all of these states that are supposed to be, that are normally Republican, so we can ensure that they stay Republican. And we don't lose as many seats in the House and the Senate. They're just doing everything that they can to ensure that that they win. Again, that they don't get a huge backlash in the midterms and they can continue making absolutely insane changes to our country for the next 3 years. And no shiny. So yeah, crazy stuff. Crazy voter suppression stuff is definitely happening. You know, the states that are more left-leaning usually try to make sure that there are no barriers to voting, as little bit barriers as possible. And guess what? They still don't have voter fraud. Because they still account for people. So, like, for example, they have different ways of doing it, right? Basically, if you live in the state, right, and you have a social security number, then you will get a ballot in the mail. In Washington state. This is how they do it. They only do mail-in voting. You can't go into a polling place. I mean, you can go into a polling place, but they will not take your vote there on like an electronic thing. What they will do is they will give you a new form, because they mail everybody a form to vote with. And if you go into a polling place for like assistance voting or whatever, they will help you, but they'll still give you the exact same form that you got in the mail. So you're just going somewhere else. It's just extra steps. You fill out your vote at the place, and then guess what? That place, they mail it. Just like you would at your house. They mail it to be counted. Unboxed and counted. So everything here in Washington state is vote by mail. And that is how they determine that you're allowed to vote. You have an address here. And the address is in your name. There you go. That's a way to validate voters without, like eligible voters without an ID. I'm going to read that in a second. You said something about Shiny and Coliseum. Give me 1 second. I don't know what this song is. So your for your Shiny from Coliseum, are you planning on making it a Ribbon Master? No, because I don't find any joy in contests, and contests are a big point of Ribbon Mastering, and so I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I'll transfer it up, honestly. It'll be my first and probably only Shiny from Coliseum ever. And I'll want to preserve that. My first and only Shadow Shiny. I will probably keep it as a Shadow. I will probably get it to the point where it's close to... Like, I'll probably get to the point where it's close to... close to being purified. I'll get it to the point of purification, and then I'll save the game. And then I'll purify it, and we can see it and look at it and see what it looks like after it's been purified. But then I'll probably not save it after that. So I'll just purify it to look at it, but I won't keep it purified. I'll want to keep it as a Shadow, because it's unique. If I wanted to see any other Shadow Shiny, I would have to look up a YouTube video or catch one if I purified this guy. You know what I mean? So I think I'm probably too scared to like change anything about it. I'm gonna keep it in Coliseum. I'm gonna keep it as a Shadow. You know. I like to kind of preserve the Shinies where I got them. I don't really like to transfer them up. Because, first of all, in the newer games, usually it's easier to get a Shiny. So I want to... Like, it's more impressive if you have a shiny in an older game where it was harder to get shinies. You know what I mean? To me. Obviously, everyone has their own value that they put on shinies, and none of them are correct or incorrect. It's just a personal thing. So, but to me, I think it's more impressive if I pull up Pokemon Leaf Green, for example, and I show the shinies that I've caught from the Safari Zone in there to people. They'll be like the people that know, they're like, damn, not only is that a Safari Zone shiny, but it's a full classic odds 1 in 8,192 shiny. That's pretty dedicated. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty impressive, you know. Whereas if I transferred that same, like, shiny Rhyhorn up to Scarlet and Violet, you can spend an afternoon and get, like, double digits of them. You know what I mean? It's not as impressive. It doesn't take as much dedication, time, and effort. And I feel like I would be kind of diminishing... Hey, there's a random shiny sound. Wow. I think that's the first time somebody's ever redeemed that, so that really caught me off guard. I think every time you do the shiny noise redeem, it does a random one. And I've put every single shiny noise from Generation 2 to Generation... to Generation 8 or 9. Yeah, because the Legends ZA shiny noise is the same as Legends Arceus shiny noise, so I didn't need to update it for that. But I've put the shiny noise all the way up to Generation 9 in there. It'll just always do a random one. But yeah, anyway, I feel like if I caught a super rare shiny in one of these older games and then transferred it up, I would kind of be, like... I would honestly rather just re-catch it in the newer game. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. That makes sense to me. That's how I do it. I don't think I've ever once transferred up a shiny. One thing I would like to do, though... I wouldn't like to Ribbon Master, because like I said, I don't like contests. I don't find them fun. Personally. But one thing I have been thinking of that I kind of want to do, especially if, like, the Poke Transporter service is going to be shut down and they're going to stop being able to use Pokemon Bank to transfer to the Switch games. So I should probably do this soon. But maybe I should pick one shiny. Maybe I could pick one shiny. Something that I care about. I don't know. Something like that I guess I could always hunt again in that game, even though it takes forever. Maybe like a Bulbasaur or something. But I do want to transfer something up that is special to me. And while I'm transferring it up, I want to get it the badge or the ribbon from defeating every Elite Four. That's something that I do want to do, because I think that would be cool. Then I could have, like, the champion ribbon on that Pokemon for every region by the time we're done. I think that would be a cool idea. I just haven't sat down and figured out what Pokemon I want to do it with yet. But obviously it'd have to be something from Colosseum, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby Sapphire, or Emerald. Because they all have to be compatible with each other first. So that I can get the Kanto Elite Four badge and the Hoenn Elite Four badge on it. And I know that the Colosseum, like, purified Pokemon also gets a badge for that. For being Shadow and then being purified. And through all my yapping, we're almost at 900 encounters. We're going to finally hit a triple digit in these hunts. Finally. A triple digit. It's almost here. Let's see. No shiny. Reset. Do you have any Ribbon Masters, MT? Are you looking to make one on your own? Is that why you asked? I've been watching some Ribbon Master content on YouTube. I find it interesting, and I definitely like watching other people do it. It's just not for me. Ah. Don't forget to hydrate, everybody. Drink some water. Water. Oh, yep, and it looks like Instagram Live is now offline, so... I'm gonna switch this over to Discord. Excuse you, chat. Oh, yeah. Okay. So far, so good. Hydrate, and then burp it out. Currently hunting Scissor for Ribbon Master Journey, but very over odds? Really? Oh my gosh, you gotta tell me about that. That's so cool. What encounters are you at for it? Hey, Mount 4, you've won the giveaway. Nice. You have to type !claim, though. That's how I make sure that people don't just enter and leave and then they're not around to claim it, you know what I mean? But you're clearly still here. There you go. Is there any shiny Pokemon you're looking for in particular? Or do you have a favorite Pokemon that you would like? $17,000? Oh my gosh. I'm at less than 200. Bro. Help. If I have a Gibble? Oh, I might have a Gibble. I might have a Gibble. You know what? In all likelihood, I probably do have a Gibble somewhere. Let me grab that and check. Of course, I'm distracting myself. Run. Alright, let me check. Alright, so I've logged into Pokemon Home. I'm gonna go back to the, I'm gonna show you this. Okay, so where could Gibble be? Gibble could be in, was Gibble in Pokemon Shield? I know that it's in Scarlet and Violet. Let me check Violet first. I'm in Pokemon Home, so I can sort by shininess and just see all the shinies in all my boxes, that kind of thing. That's crazy. 17,500. You gotta get it soon, though. I mean, that's gotta be, you know, that's gotta be soon, right? Sometimes those odds are just, those attempts are just, way over. I think the longest phase ever recorded was, someone was going for shiny Registeel. I think it was Registeel. And they went 70,000. But that's the longest ever recorded. So I'm not saying... Don't think that you're going to hit that. Not even close. I think it's got to be soon. It's got to be soon. Okay, let's see. Gibble, Gibble, Gibble. You know what? I should probably sort them by, like... alphabetical by species name. There we go. There's Gimme Ghoul. Oh, I have a Gabite. Do you see him? I have a shiny Gabite right there. But if you want Gibble, I might have one in Pokemon Go that I can send over. So that could work, too. What do you think? I definitely expect myself to have an extra shiny Gibble in Pokemon Go. Gabite? Okay. He's yours! I just need to send him to you in... Can I, We can trade on Pokemon Home, right? Is that the best way to do that? Or should I jump into the game? Oh, you can't trade in Pokemon Home on the Switch, right? That's just for management. Yeah, I'll jump into the game then. Oh, I need to insert my Pokemon Scarlet game card. Where is my, Oh, it's down here. I'm still down here, guys. I'm fumbling with my game cards. Okay. Alright. You need to get your violet one. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Alright, just tell me when you're ready. I've got violet pulled up now. Switching back. I just ran from that. Okay, add that on. Loading game. Okay. So let's see. Connect to internet. Okay. Boxes. Let's see. Let's find him first. Just gonna search for a Gabite. Yep. Which one is shiny? Oh, it's this one. Where did I get him? Let's see. He was caught in Area 0. June 5th, 2025. No ribbons or marks, but, is what it is. He's Jolly Nature. And Ground Terra type. Wow, nice. Pokeportal. Let's see, this would just be a link trade, I guess. And then, I'll tell you what the link code is in the chat once you're ready. Oh, and let me start another giveaway. I'm gonna start another giveaway. I'm giving away a shiny Pokemon every hour. So I'll just start a new one every time. Have I picked up the event Typhlosion that's available? Oh no, I haven't. You're right. Okay, I'll do that right after. I totally forgot about that. It's like, something fire related. I saw it posted in a Discord, so I know about it, and I just forgot. And that's usually how I end up missing the event distribution Pokemons. I just forget. Bum ba-dum. Okay, good. Sharpedo fainted. I was worried it was gonna survive somehow. Here comes the pig. Not a shiny pig. Bop, bop. I take it this means you have gotten the event shiny Typhlosion? Or the event Typhlosion? I think it's shiny. Can't remember exactly, but I think it's a shiny one. It's still crazy to me that the hardest, like, of these 3 battles in a row, the hardest one gives me the least amount of money. By a lot. By far. I don't remember. Did I count that one? I don't think I counted that one. You have it, you don't think it's shiny? Okay. Then it might not be. Another pig check. No shiny pig. Oh, I should have put up reflect. Oops. It's hard to tell for me. When I'm looking at a picture of Hisui and Typhlosion, it's hard for me to tell if it's shiny or not. Okay, awesome. I will give you the code right now. In chat. It is... And then tell me what your name is so that I can make sure we connected to the right people. No shiny. Yeah, Aya Solari. Yep. Got it. Here is your goodbye, sir. Slash ma'am. Slash they them. Dang it, what's it? Oh, Zur. Zur is the general name. Here you go, Zur. Since I don't know your pronouns yet. Here it goes. There's the goodbye. Whee! You gave me a Trevor. Trevornant. Nice. What's it called? Oh, it's from another language. Cool. Now I can Masuda method it. Well, congratulations for winning. Thank yourself for coming to the stream at the right time. I wonder if you can enter it again, because I did start another giveaway. I actually don't know. I would hope so. If not, that might be something I have to tweak on the giveaway screen. 909 encounters for Clink. We're getting there. No shiny pig. I just accidentally killed that Slugma, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry! I'm sorry, Slugma! That's not what I meant to do! I turned him into a Geodude. So are you sitting here shiny hunting right now too? Still going for your Coliseum Scizor? Which is a really beautiful shiny, by the way. It's more of like a gold color than it is a green color like in the later games. Coliseum has some really cool alternate shiny colors. Okay. Catch the Miltank. Oops. No shiny pig. Do you play any of the newer games, MT? Like, well, obviously you do. You play Scarlet and Violet. But what about Legends ZA? Did that one tickle your fancy? Not right now. Feeling up to it later. Gotcha, gotcha. I just asked because I know a lot of people like to watch shiny hunting streams while they shiny hunt. Is a way to feel not alone doing it alone. We're doing it together. But yeah, totally understand. You gotta be in the right mood. Especially when you're up against full odds. You have ZA have not completed the story yet, working way too much. Fair. Fair. I hope you didn't come over to America to hopefully work less. No, I'm sure you didn't. Oh yeah, what does the pig look like? Normal. Well, if we get $7 more, which I think is the exact cost of one of the rewards where I send you like 20 Pokemon cards. If we get $7 more, I will start a giveaway for the rest of the stream for a trench coat outfit set. That was a pre-order bonus for Legends ZA. I haven't redeemed it yet, and it's good to be redeemed until the end of March, so it's still good. And that's the next milestone. My $100 raised milestone that's what that's for. Oops, I literally chose the wrong counter for that. And it's fine. Go, Master Ball. Master Ball the Absol. I am proud of myself for not accidentally using Psychic on any of the Dark-type Pokemon this entire time. For all 180 battles I've done. I have not done that mistake, at least. I have mistakenly used my Master Ball and then, you know, not duplicated it, so I have accidentally lost my Master Ball once, but it didn't matter because I didn't get the shiny, so I just reset. But so far that's the only mistake I've made on Coliseum. I'm proud of myself. Staying on top of it. Wow, I got another encounter on Leaf Green before Pokemon Black had even run away. I don't know what the heck this song is from, but it's awesome. Nice. Run away, cowboy. Get out of here. I wish I could move the stick for Pokemon Black and Pokemon Leaf Green at the same time. But they're just too far away, and one of them's a D-pad and one of them is a stick. Can't do it. I might need to take a break and go bring my laundry out. It won't take that long. I just need to carry it. And I actually don't know if, like, showing your underwear on Twitch is bannable, but I think it is, so I will have to hide my webcam while I do that. Even if it's just a little tiny pixel, I have to carry it past the camera back here, so I don't want to risk that. Any shinies? Nope. Add 3 to the counter. Getting close to that 200 number. Okay, I will be right back while I do that. It'll take me like 2 seconds. Hi, Bunny Ninja. We're back. Got my laundry started. I've been meaning to do laundry for a week, so it really was an emergency. You guys understand. I'm glad you understand. Whew. Why am I exhausted from that? That's concerning. A little concerning. I'm like warm. I moved my body today. Oh my god, I'm dying. It's not all that bad. I think the main reason is because I haven't eaten anything today, so I think my body is tired because it doesn't have food that gives it energy. So I just don't have energy. Oh, that reminds me, I haven't taken my vitamins either. Oh, this is so messed up. I haven't been taking care of myself, chat. I'm gonna fix that right now. What is it? Monday? I didn't take them yesterday either. Horrible. There we go. And I do have this for breakfast, and I just haven't been drinking it. Like I should be. Let this be a reminder to you. If you need water, if you need food, ask your stomach, hey, you hungry down there? Do I need food? Poke it a little bit. Maybe knock, and do the thing where you knock to see if it's hollow, you know? Get yourself some food. Get yourself some taken care of. Dude, running away in Leaf Green is so fast. I'm not used to it. Not at all. Chat, excuse you. Damn, that was a big one. Hang on, I need to see this aminal. Aww. It was a cute aminal. It was worth it. What am I doing? Oh yeah, still mashing A. Don't know how you keep forgetting. Don't fight. Don't fight. I was mashing A and I should not have been. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Added one to black one. Was not supposed to. Get out of here, Joe Moss. He pays you like almost $1,200. And the next guy pays you less than $500. It's so out of whack. Oh yeah, there was one more Discord I meant to post all this in. Oopsies. Let me do that real quick. Meant to post it in here. Oh wait, no, I did. I did post it in there. Never mind. I'm good. I did the right thing. I did the right thing. He's spinning so fast. Oh wait, what does that pig look like? Normal. I added to the black when I did that, right? I hope so. Not psychic. No! I was trying to hit B, but my pinky misclicked and hit the biggest button on the controller, which is A. Damn it. This will be the first time I've accidentally messed that up. Right after bragging about it at the beginning of stream. Oopsies. It doesn't affect my Diana. Yes, I know. Dude, Banger came on. So many Pokemon being thrown out at once down at the bottom. Normal. Normal pig. Sounds great, MT. Thank you. That helps so much, honestly. I appreciate lurkers as much as I do chatters. At least there's some nice background music, you know? In the meantime. And then you'll definitely know and hear once a shiny is found. It will be loud. I'm not gonna scream, but I will make a noise that is loudish. I feel like we're getting through Tepig resets, like, much faster. I guess my left hand is remembering to mash A lot more frequently than yesterday. Ooh, 420! We're at 420. Encounters with Slugma. No shiny on the shadows. As we inch closer and closer to 200. I can't believe I've gone up these stairs. What? 80, 90 times? I've gone up these stairs 90 times. Almost 100 times. Or no. What's a third of 180? That would be... Yeah, that'd be 60 times. Gone up the stairs 60 times. Ba, 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 ba. Oh yeah, it's this weird song. That's not really a song. This is usually, if Liberty was here, they would be saying, the lore, in all caps. Because what the hell even is this? Nope, not bag. I think that's the first time I've clicked on bag. The encounters are so fast on Leaf Green. I know I keep saying it, but it's literally twice as fast as black. It's wild. It's so weird to me that some Pokemon, like Slugma, that were introduced in Generation 3, they were introduced in, they were introduced in Generation 3, right? I'm not crazy about that. Slugma's not a weird Gen 2 Pokemon that I'm forgetting. Pretty sure it was Gen 3. It's weird that this brand new Gen 3 Pokemon is more common in a certain area of the Kanto region than it is in its debut games. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, in Hoenn. This floor that I'm on in Mount Ember in Leaf Green is the only place that there's a 100% encounter rate for Slugma. In all of the Gen 3 games. I'm so excited. I don't know why I'm so excited for 1,000. I'm so excited to hit triple digits on one of these hunts. I don't know why. That's when I feel like the hunt really begins. So, somewhere around the 2,000 mark, the 2,000 encounters mark, I think that's when Leaf Green's hunt for Slugma is going to catch up to the hunt for, on Black 1. With its 2-to-1 ratio and it almost being at 500 while Black is almost at 1,000. I think that's what's going to happen. Go. Second fight done. Third fight approaching. Four, four, four. And reset, reset. Okay. Time to catch this bad boy. This demon dog. One of my first Pokemon that I ever had when I was playing XD Gale of Darkness. One of the first Pokemon you catch and purify is a Shadow Houndoom. Or Houndour. And then it evolves. Because that was my first Pokemon game. No shiny. Oh no, I use surf. I'm sorry. Don't be angry. How come nobody is better at making music than Nintendo? It makes no sense. Surely there's other talented people that don't work for Nintendo. Right? Surely. Oops. Pig? Regular pig. We're both in bikes and caves, I just realized. From Generation 3 to Generation 5, nothing's changed. We're still in bikes and caves. Biking around in a cave. Have I been to a cave in real life? I don't think I've been to a cave in real life. Oh no, I have. I've been to a cave in real life. It wasn't that deep though. I went to some sort of cavern. Is a cavern different than a cave? Or is cave slang for cavern? I feel like they might have different, what's it called? Definitions, you know? I'm sure spelunkers have, you know, a bunch of different words for different types of caves. Of course it goes into reverse mode immediately, making this whole battle take one extra turn that it didn't need to take. Oops, I used surf. Dang it! I'm sorry, my guy. I don't mean to keep attacking you. I'm just mashing A sometimes on the wrong controller. Go. Did I count that one? I don't think I counted it. Ooh, almost 400 for the pig. Wow. 10 minutes left for the giveaway. If anyone's here and wants to enter, of a shiny Pokemon. Let's see. No Shadow Shinies. I'm gonna say that every time, every 10 minutes, every time we get an encounter, I'm gonna say it. Because it doesn't happen often. Even though the odds are I'm gonna end up saying it like thousands of times. to even get to odds. Oops, almost just destroyed that slugma again. I'm gonna end up leveling up from that, I'm sure. There we go, that one synced up. One more pig, and we're at 400. This is the 400th pig. Let's see. Didn't care. Wasn't as significant of a number to that pig, is what it said. It said, what even are numbers? I'm just a pig. I don't know. I'm not the math Pokemon. Oh, I found a dust stone. I was like, why is my guy not moving? There's pick 401. Almost use Psychic again. I don't know why I do it. don't know why, but I had to think about that one. Which game was that again? Don't know why. Guess that just happens. You get too much in the groove and then you start autopiloting and then you question your autopilot. Like, wait, am I autopiloting correctly? I don't know. Oops. Yeah, that was the wrong one. I won't count my next Pokemon Black encounter because I just counted one on accident. What was I saying about autopiloting again? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Come on. There we go. Mm-hmm. 404, Tepeg not found. Hey, Bunny Ninja, you won the giveaway. Make sure to type claim to claim it, because all that does is make sure that you're still here. And we have no shiny. Reset. Ooh, 2 more resets and we're above 200. We're above 200. I don't know why I'm excited about that number. I just am. Excited about making any progress towards a shiny Shadow Houndoom, which is cool. I feel like I didn't click that last time. I don't know. Hey, you got it! Let's go! What shiny Pokemon do you want? What's your favorite Pokemon? Maybe I have it already as a shiny. I can give it to you. Actually, what is your favorite Pokemon? I don't think I know what your favorite Pokemon is. Or if you have one. It should have already claimed it for you. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it says type it again. Yeah, that's weird. I'm sorry, that's my bad. Your favorite's Umbreon. Oh, okay. I bet I have a shiny Eevee to give you. We could probably evolve it too. I think they just made it a Duskstone evolution in the latest game, so it's really easy to evolve now. Okay, that was Slugma. Umbreon. That's good to know. It's good to know you're basic like most of us, and we all like Umbreon. What Pokemon games do you have? Do you have, like, Sword and Shield, Scarlet Violet, Legends Arceus, the, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and Let's Go Pikachu? any of those? Oh, battling with Umbreon? Yeah, I still am. I still am. Pokemon Coliseum is always going to have an Umbreon on the team.